I have these two FS10s here. They're a fun little boat. They track really well and they have a lot of space, so they're good for fishing and so forth. They're just casual wrecking out on the water. And you got cup holders and rod holders and stuff. But tell you what, the problem with these Ascend 10s are, Ascend, that version, FS10, now they make H10s and H12s and so forth, is that the seats are just crap metal. They're thin and they're easy to rust, and I'm in brack. So this seat went through in about a year and a half. That's what happened to a new seat. Well, uncorroded seat. It wasn't new. So I was able to get a decent deal on a H12 seat, much bigger grown seat, and it goes on my motored. This one's got a motor on the back. But the H12 is a bigger boat. It has these longer poles on them for the seat lock. So I'm going to be replacing those poles out with these old poles and then putting that seat in to an FS10. It's important to note that these are incorporated into the seat mechanism, so you can't just take them out. My original plan was to just cut this guy off. Then I remembered I had the old seat. So again, I'm just going to pull that out. I might have to redo the screw. The screw on the old one is really rusted. So what I really want is just this gap here and to get the right length. So right now I've got a stainless steel, which is not good to have against this other metal. This will make this rust faster or corrode faster. So I can't stay with stainless here, but this is the only screw I'm finding at the moment that fits this spot. And I took the washer that grabs this. There's a seat thing right there. I want to try to grab with these, and I want to do a kind of a mid test with this. Put one on both sides and see how it goes. And since it's a nylon washer and the screw fits in there snugly, I don't really have to worry about it sliding around. It's in there pretty tight. I appreciate Ascend trying to save money and give us a good economical kayak, but a crappy seat is not saving money. It's not good for anybody. And like this bare metal sitting down on the wood, I'm gonna have to put a spacer on this thing to keep it from rotting away, because in 2 years this will be trash, and it's not okay. So I recommend they quit doing that. Put a little time into the seat. All right, let's see how this does. Now, another thing, I don't think these washers are going to get down there because the seat's a lot higher. Yeah, see, there's the, see, this thing's going to be above that crank anyway, so I'm just going to, tie the seat in. I have done that kind of work before, and do a little tie-in on it and get some spacers for it. So I had some stainless screws left over from my Railblazer mount I just did. And I got these old chair skids. They look like pretty good spacers. And that hole, which I think is for ventilation, but like if it's for drainage, that's a tapped hole. It's got a bin up inside. Like any kind of water that would get in there is going to sit around that edge. So I'm not sure they're worth anything anyway. Why is there water in there in the first place? Let's see what happens. There you go, folks. You're watching it live. It's going to work. Get it out in the water. Looks pretty good, man. And have my controller right here.